West Ham. Piggin West Ham. Roll the intro. And welcome back to the Journeyman Save. I am Coach Left Foot. It's a pleasure to have you with me. And, West Ham. West Ham ruined a perfect run. Since that Man City game, we've only dropped points away at West Ham, drawing 0-0. Absolutely incredible stuff we've been playing here. I just don't really know where to start. We beat Arsenal 3-0. We followed that up by beating Tottenham 4-0. We beat Everton 3-0. We had a very close run game against Stoke where we won 4-3. We scored a 92nd minute third goal for them as an OG. Luckily we had scored 4 goals before that. Then came the 0-0 against West Ham. A very boring game. They just shut it down. They basically must have been playing contain for the whole game, and we just couldn't break them through. But then we followed that up by beating Watford 4-0. Macaulay, Dyson and Marco Toss all getting on the score sheet. 6-0 we beat Newcastle at home. Dyson getting a hat-trick, Sobey getting one, Macaulay getting one and Tanaka getting a goal as well. We then smashed Forest Green 5-1. Derek Murphy got a goal. Paulo Gomez from centre-back came up with the goal and Marco Toss got a brace. Bright Inabukari scored for Forest Green, so that will go down in a bit of fame and history for him in his career. We then beat Ipswich 3-0 in the first leg of the semi-final of the League Cup. Tom Dyson getting 2 and Macaulay getting the third. Southampton we won 3-0. Dyson getting a goal, Macaulay getting a goal and Marco Toss getting a goal. And we beaten Leicester 6-1. Macaulay getting a hat-trick, which was incredible. Dyson scoring as well, Michael Wood. And Callum Bacon saw... He crowned his return from injury with a goal, which was wonderful, wonderful stuff. However, it's not all been brilliant. Zach Agani is out for the rest of the season. 2 to 5 months with a damaged spine after jumping for a ball, which is quite a big loss for us. We're coming to the end of the January transfer window, so I was maybe looking at getting a new centre-back in to replace him, but now there's not too many options out there that we can bring in. The transfer fee, we've only got 23 million, so we really can't be pushing and going and getting a world-class centre-back. However, it does just mean that Roberto now comes back into the starting lineup, which I'm fine with. He's a good player. We spent some good money on him. I'm happy for him to come back in. And Lovro, when you're back from your injury, you'll be going back onto the bench and getting involved a bit more in the squad, which is good. But we have been in absolutely ridiculously good form. As the schedule showed, I mean, look at that. Since that Man City game, we've played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 games. And we've only drawn 1 and won the rest of them. It is incredible. Liverpool are Man City are just about keeping pace with us. However, we have a game in hand, which will be played a point later on because we're still in all the cups. But 3 points ahead, we can be 6 points ahead if we win our game in hand. The season is going remarkably well. Arsenal on Arsenal Watch have had somewhat of a recovery, up to 29 points now. They've played a couple more games than West Brom, but they should really be safe. I remember when we looked last time at the bottom of the table, they were really cut adrift. It was about 8 points the difference, but the teams that are down there, so Aston Villa specifically, have sort of rectified the situation somewhat, but overall, we are dominating everything. Top goal scorers, we've got number 1 and number 3 in Macaulay and Toss. Ratings, we have the top 3, Macaulay, Toss and Bacon. Assists is Macaulay with 13. Player of the match is Macaulay with 8. Clean sheets, Juan Philippe with 16, which is incredible, and has now drawn interest from PSG. He's asked for a move. We said, the atmosphere is amazing here. Why would you give that up? And he agreed that it's worth staying for it. But generally, we have been absolutely superb. Callum Bacon got Player of the Year, World Player of the Year. Callum Bacon won. Thomas Macaulay got European Golden Boy, and you got Young Player of the Year in England as well. It was just incredible. We've just been taking awards left, right, and centre. And today we're here to face Ipswich in the League Cup semi-final leg 2. Now I said earlier on we're going to play our strongest team wherever possible to go and win all the cups, and that isn't going to change. We're going to keep that going. Derek, no it wasn't. It was getting Forest Green. Derek Murphy got a run out against Forest Green because they were pretty weak, so we didn't have to play our strongest team in that one. But I'm planning to do it for the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup 4th round. Then we've got the game against Hamburg, and then it's the season running where hopefully we can end on a massive high and win absolutely everything. That would be the dream. So without further ado, let's get into the game against Ipswich. Everyone is fit and ready to go. Bacon is lacking. We might start him. No, we're going to stick with the front three we have got because they've been scoring goals for fun. So let's get into the game and we'll see how we get on. So here we go then. The first half kicks off. I've told the guys they deserve to be in the final. Make sure it happens. And it's going very, very well, to be honest. The formation appears to be working. The goalkeeper, Juan Philippe, that we've brought in has been utterly, utterly brilliant. He's made a big difference. The signings we've made have been great. The youngsters that have come through have been superb. And we're in on goal. Toss squares it and Dyson just couldn't get there, but he picks up the poor clearance, has a shot. Mannion makes the save and it's cleared, and straight away Man United are on the front foot against Ipswich, and we really should be quite easily winning this game. Tanaka with a throw on the right hand side into Pacheco. Pacheco turns well, cuts it across Hernandez. Macaulay shoots and it's a good save from Mannion, and we're getting through them. We just can't beat the goalkeeper at the moment. Hernandez, Wood with the header. It's Pacheco sort of controlled that, and then Mannion dived on it and made the catch. But here come Ipswich. Masani is tackled well by Tanaka, who's learning that right wing back role really well now. Macaulay comes forward, ball into Toss. Marco Toss back out to Ballarts on the left. Ballarts, can he swing across in? He gets into the area, cuts it back for Hernandez. Macaulay, Hernandez tackled and cleared well. And we're just struggling to get that shot off at the moment as Pacheco goes the long way round but keeps hold of the ball, and Domyan has the ball into trying to find the number 6 for Ipswich, but Hernandez intercepted it. Dyson comes forward, beats 2, gets to the byline, crosses in. Macaulay falls to Hernandez, shoots, hits Marco Toss in the back, and then Ipswich come away with it. It's all Man United at the moment. We're just struggling to put it in the net. And Tanaka's picked up an injury, which is very annoying because, as I said, he's just learning that role really well, and he's really adapting now to being a right wing back. He's been very, very good for us since we brought him in. But we've got Hicks on the bench to replace him. I haven't sold Ajapong yet as the third right wing back at the club. I haven't sold him because he's very, very good, and Madrid won't pay the price I want. And I think where we are in the transfer window now, there's not much benefit in selling him because I won't have enough time to invest the money somewhere else. If I did, I'd invest it in a new centre back. But at the moment, there's no real choice. I've tried to buy Brett Higgins as Marco Toss could be in here. He squares it to Macaulay, forced a little bit wide. Macaulay with a cross into the back post. Dyson heads it back across and it will fall to Pacheco, who finds Hernandez. He couldn't get his shot off. Finds Pacheco again. Pacheco has it. Comes around to the left hand side. Back out to Ballarts. Into Pacheco. There's a big crossfield ball on if he can. He tries to find Hicks, who does get there. Puts it down the line to Dyson. Keeps it in play and goes again the long way round. Hernandez controls, but it's cleared by Ipswich. And I was saying I tried to buy Brett Higgins. Brett, I've tried to buy you, but Dortmund are having none of it. They want 200 million for you as Dyson heads just wide. They want 200 million and they're not budging, and we can't afford that. We've got 24 million. So there's no way you'll be joining us for the end of this series, unfortunately. But we do pick up the ball in the midfield. Hernandez has it, finds Dyson. Dyson is tackled very well. And, Gomez, what a header that is. He reads it. He's been linked to Barcelona as well. Barcelona interested in Paulo Gomez. But we're not going to be selling anybody from our starting team at this point because this is the last save of the Journeyman, and I don't need to save. I don't need to do it. It's Roberto. I was getting a bit worried then. Hernandez up to Macaulay. Macaulay runs on it down the left. He goes well into Dyson with a header, and it's just gone past the post. Free kick. Snedeker out to Domyan on the edge. Domyan shoots, and that's poor, and that's Ipswich's first highlight they've had, and that shows our dominance in this game. Juan Philippe with a free kick out to Roberto on the right, up to Hicks, into Pacheco. Pacheco to Hernandez. Hernandez up to Dyson. Dyson left of the field to Ballarts. Ballarts infield to Hernandez. Hernandez into Marco Toss. Marco Toss to Dyson. Dyson shoots, and it's an easy save for Mannion. Now, something I will say, this is the last season in the Journeyman Save, but any Patreons that are listening, and tuning in and seeing how they're getting on. If you guys want to play this, you just need to let me know on the Patreon, on my Patreon page, which is, the link is in the description below. Let me know and I'll upload it and let you available to download so you can play it in your own FM18 game and you can carry it on and see where we get, see how you guys develop as Patreons. That'll be really, really good. And if you do that, you've got to keep it in mind and let me know on Twitter how it's going and what you win and things like that. And it'll be really nice to see you guys carry this save on if that's something you're interested in. And if you're interested in becoming a Patreon, as I said, links in the description. Just $1 a month gets your name in the game as a region. That'll carry on into the next save as well. If you do $5 a month, then you can have the save to carry on. And all the tiers are in there and they describe what they do. But we get to half time at 0-0, which isn't too bad because we've got a 3-0 advantage from the first leg. So I'm just going to say that I'm pleased. And then we'll do the old classic one of not subbing the goalkeeper. We'll do the classic of just telling everybody that there's a lot more to come from them. We'll leave it as it is at the moment. I'm going to get Callum Bacon on to get some match fitness back at some point. But we are playing pretty damn well. All the highlights have been for us. Ipswich haven't really created much, so nothing to worry about. Now, question of the day. I'm recording this on deadline day. Now, obviously, deadline day in the UK is very different to how it is here in Singapore because deadline day has literally pretty much just started as I'm recording this. But in Singapore, it's 25 to 3 in the afternoon. As Macaulay shoots, it goes wide. But my question revolves around deadline day. What is the best deadline day deal you can remember? Now, one of mine is Dimitar Berbatov signing for United because it had been ongoing all through the window. Daniel Levy made us pay all the money that he wanted, 30 million. But it was such, he was so good at United. Dimitar Berbatov was one of my favourite strikers that United have had. He's up there in my mind with the likes of like Cantona, Solskjaer, Cristiano Ronaldo wasn't really a striker at that point, but the big names, Van Nistelrooy and players like that, because he was so relaxed on the ball. His skills were incredible. I got a lot of chance to see him at Old Trafford, and he'll always be one of my favourite deadline day deals, last minute deals on deadline day. So what is your favourite deadline day deal in your country? Marco Toss has scored, get in, 1-0. Who's your favourite deadline day deal? Whether it be in your league, in the Premier League, in any other league you want to comment on, let me know down below. That'd be really cool to hear what your thoughts are on that. As Ballart's got it and played a nice little 1-2 with Macaulay as he gave the ball and then ran on down the wing, crossed it in, and Marco Toss at the near post with a good finish. We're going to make that a sub now. Callum Bacon's just come on for a little bit of a run out. Tom Dyson not getting into this game as much as I'd like him to, so he can come off. This will probably be our top three. As Gomez has forced a brilliant save from Mannion from that free kick. But the three strikers that are on now are probably our top strikers in Macaulay, Marco Toss and Callum Bacon are our three strikers that we'll probably be hoping to use, and Tom Dyson will relegate back to a substitute striker. But the squad we've got here is just incredible. It's so strong. It's so complete. We've got them trained in formations that we know we can use and enjoy, and they like playing it, and the hierarchy's all really good. It's great. It's a great squad I've got, which is why I'm interested to see if you guys want to carry it on, and when I start my new series you guys can carry on playing it. So as I said, let me know. Snedeker will put the ball in. No, he doesn't. He plays it short to Domjan. Domjan to Snedeker. Snedeker shoots and it goes past the post, and not too much to worry about really. Have we got anyone else that's looking a little bit tired or we could do with resting? Benny Ballart's hasn't had the best of games and he's on a booking, so we may just bring on... Yeah, we'll bring on Richie Robson back into that left-hand side for a run-out. I could probably do a Joel Pacheco not getting sent off either. I'm out of substitutions because Tanaka got injured, didn't he, in the first half. So all the substitutions have gone. 20 minutes to go. We'll be back if there's anything worthwhile. So corner's cleared. Domjan picks it up and he's going... Well, we're not really putting on the pressure. It's a good run and his shot is blocked. Earl is then there. He's got a support on his left and finds him in El Masani for Ipswich. Ball across. Wanfleet with a very easy catch. Here come Ipswich again. Nash out to Domjan. I think now that we've made the subs, we've probably eased off a little bit. Gomez does well to intercept that. His pass finds Pacheco up to Robson. Robson comes forward. He's got Hernandez inside him, but uses Macaulay. Macaulay into Toss. Marco Toss beats his man, shoots. Didn't really wrap his foot round it, and it just went a little bit too straight. Domjan has it then. Throw to Chergov into Tantrum. As if his name is actually Tantrum. That's amazing. I love that name. Hicks with a throw into Roberto. Roberto turns and gives it to Wood. Wood. He's got there's a free man in Hernandez in the middle, but we're keeping the ball well, building it up from the back. Roberto, Pacheco to Wood. That's a interesting little formula of football that we've had there. Macaulay comes forward. Macaulay into toss. Marco toss through to Callum Bacon, who slips it past the goalkeeper. Again, his return from injury is marked with a goal. And the World Player of the Year, Callum Bacon, nets against Ipswich to make it 5-0 on aggregate and will be in the League Cup final once again. Marco Toss puts it through to Bacon. It's a lovely finish past the goalkeeper and it's 5-0. Well, 2-0, but 5-0 on aggregate. So we're into 2 minutes of added time, and that is going to be the game. This will be the last highlight. Robson takes the throw, and there's the full-time whistle. We are in to the Carabao Cup final, and we'll find out who we're facing. I'm not too sure who the other semi-final was, so we'll have a little look, and then we'll find out, and that'll be the end of the video. I know we've got into a bit of a habit of doing one-game videos. I'll try and get back to doing 2 games. Or let me know, what do you prefer? Do you prefer 1 game with a bit more highlights or 2 games with a bit more editing? Again, let me know down below. Tanaka's out for 3 weeks. That's going to be a bit of a nightmare. We'll send the assistants to that. Macaulay does well, getting an assist at Wembley for the Carabao Cup final. So who is the other semi-final? It is probably Chelsea. Oh, Chelsea again. Our arch nemesis Chelsea. If it's not Arsenal, it's Chelsea who annoy us. So we're just going to see how their game goes. And I'm pretty sure Critchley sets... Oh, that's okay. Transfer deadline is in 1 week. I'm pretty sure it's going to be Chelsea. We'll just continue going forward a little bit and just see if West Brom can turn it around. I can't imagine they will, though. I can imagine it will be a bit tough for them to turn around a 3-0 deficit to Chelsea. Well, you're not getting him, so no, it's good. Sobby is fine. Juan Philippe passionately. There's no way he's selling. Solbakken should look elsewhere, as I rule with an iron fist in my own club, which is the correct thing to do. We've got a transfer here. Bradley Burry, no, reject. Just if a centre-back gets injured, then we really need the youngsters to step up. So the game is today, West Brom v Chelsea. Let's just see how they get on, and then we'll know who we're playing in the final. So as we assumed, we are playing Chelsea. They got a 1-1 draw with West Brom in the last minute. So 4-1, they win on aggregate. Marty, their leading striker, got them the goal. But that's who we are facing in the final. It's not been announced. I'm just going to skip 1 more day so we can see when the date is and see if there's a video that we can come back for. So the Chelsea v Man United match has been rearranged because of Man United v Chelsea. So there's an interesting one for you. Oh, there you go. So that's when we'll be back next. It will be the Hamburg first leg and the Carabao Cup final, unless you guys comment and say that you prefer a 1-game episode, and then it will be the Carabao Cup final, and the episode after that will be the second leg of the Champions League knockout stages. So we'll leave it there. Thank you very much for watching, guys. It's been an absolute pleasure again. Let me know who is your favourite deadline, the favourite deadline deal you've ever seen. I'll speak to you very soon, but for now, I'm out. I'm going to go and enjoy the public holiday that we've got here in Singapore today because it's National Day, so it's Singapore's celebration of independence. So leave a comment and say Happy National Day if you've got this far in the video. Thank you very much for watching, but for now, I'm out. Cheers.